Hi, I'm Kesten Rono, and you're here. Again, thank you for day 84 of A Course in Miracles. We've been talking about your function. Your only function is the one God gave you. Your happiness and your function are one. Fulfilling my function is my happiness because both come from the same source. I have no function but the one God gave me. This recognition releases me from all conflict because it means I cannot have conflicting goals. With one purpose only, I am always certain what to do, what to say, and what to think. This is the power of having one function. One function. Your function as the light of the world is to forgive. Happiness is your right. Peace is what you are sharing. Your happiness and your function are one. Fulfilling your function is the action form of happiness. Let's try it on. Okay, day 84, reviewing 67. Love created me like itself. Love created you like itself. Please repeat after me. Love created me like itself. Again, love created me like itself. I am in the likeness of my Creator. I cannot suffer. I cannot experience loss, and I cannot die. I am not a body. I would recognize my reality today. I will worship no idols, nor raise my own self-concept to replace my self. I will not raise my own self-concept to replace my capital S self. I am in the likeness of my Creator. Love created me like itself. Please repeat after me. Love created me like itself. This morning you will say, love created me like itself, and reflect on this idea. I am in the likeness of my Creator. I cannot suffer. I cannot experience loss, and I cannot die. I am not a body. I would recognize my reality today. What is your reality? That you are your mind. Your creator of your consciousness is a mind. You have the purview of your mind. If you'd like to announce yourself as your creator, you must see yourself in the invisible, or at least accept that this is what you are beyond your body. If you want to celebrate your creator of your body, go love your mother and love your father. This is physical you. This is your specific set of genes entering you into action across time and space. A sea of epigenetics. You becoming what you want to be, and you being whatever it is that must be based off of your environment, whatever that combination is. Go praise your mother and father. But if you're curious about what you are consciously, then you have to go talk to your conscious father. Here you are a mind. Here you have been experiencing since you were young. Here you will experience if we are so lucky to grow old. Where is it? It is always right here and right now. What would be right here, right now, always? Well, if that's you, you might have to dream that you are invulnerable, that you do not die, you are timeless, you are something outside of the physical experience. Perhaps it would only be so logical as to grant us some kind of duality, that there is more for us than we experience physically. And if we are just a mind, our body offers us more than we can experience spiritually. What a gift! That when we find these timeless moments, yes, they are rewarding, they are awe inspiring. I dare say they're still awful. Who told us awful had to be bad? These moments of meditation that show us something about something else going on, a different way of perceiving, are amazing. But spend any time there, and you might find that going back to the physical is a beautiful gift. That getting to play in slow motion and almost forget again is quite an experience. It's quite an experience. So I suppose we are learning as physical selves to know ourselves spiritually. And if we are able to see ourselves from the spiritual lens, may we live physically in a very holy way. After all, love created you like itself. You are in the likeness of your Creator. You cannot suffer. You cannot experience loss, and you cannot die. You, the you I'm talking to, you are not a body. You would recognize your reality today. I'm telling you, you're paying attention to me right now. I'm talking to you, conscious you, observer you. You will recognize. It is your will. You will recognize your reality today. Thank you for saying hi to me. You will worship no idols, nor raise your own self-concept to replace yourself, what it is that you are, the you who I am talking to. You will not replace yourself, created in love. You are in the likeness of your Creator. Love created you like itself. And I hear the echoes of I know not where, setting a goal for me to become the wavelength of love. Love created me like itself. To believe this, I would have to believe I am not a body. You might find these specific forms helpful in applying the idea. And remember, we can always leverage these during shorter practice periods, reminders to ourselves. Love created me like itself, so we may say, let me not see an illusion of myself in this. I bet you'll go the whole day and you won't say that. Let me not see an illusion of myself in this. We're here to see the true us. May I see myself truly. As I look on this, let me remember my Creator. Okay, you're looking around today and you're seeing anything. But you are noticing that thing, whatever that thing is. Forget if you've made it up or not, but you're noticing it. So everything that you are noticing as you register, you are noticing it, is providing you a reflection to notice that you are noticing. Suddenly you may notice yourself, the you who is noticing, not the you who's in the room at the table if someone walked in and was looking around, the you who is noticing. If you notice that you are noticing, you might notice yourself. Let you remember your Creator. My Creator did not create this as I see it. Okay, we'll just have to take some of these concepts at face value. So what? I'm creating the image and shape and identity of the things around me. I'm declaring their purpose because I do not see the light in myself and everything around me at all times. Perhaps that is why my creator did not create this as I see it. So I said in the morning, but perhaps you'll do it this evening. Who knows where you are in the cycle as you experience these? Maybe you'll do them together. But you will say for one of your meditations today or your reflections at all, love created me like itself. And just in case you won't do this again later, please repeat after me with devotion and gratitude and an open mind. Love created me like itself. I am not a body. I cannot suffer. Love created you like itself. Reviewing lesson 68. Love holds no grievances. Love holds no grievances. So love created you like itself. And please repeat after me. Love holds no grievances. Already we know what this means. If our creator is love, if the source of miracles is love, if their expression is love, if miracles mean life, we are wrapped up in this web of love and life. The creation of light, the recognition of itself. That is you noticing that you are noticing so you may notice yourself, you who is observing. You are here to see yourself. Love created you like itself. You are loving fundamentally. You are not a body. You are a body loving. You're here to see yourself. If you are a mind, like your creator, if you are love, if you have influence over your bodily experience, if you are connected through love from your mind, from your source, and you can feel it in your body, whatever that is. If we fundamentally crave it, even if we believe we're trying to turn ourselves away from it, that it's never worked, it nevertheless exists. What is that? How is that idea permeating for all people? Why does it seem that we feel fuller and express more of ourselves as we grow if we had a foundation in love? That love is something about an intention of what we are trying to express. It is forgiveness. That didn't go how I wanted. I love you. It requires both parties to let their guard down, to be vulnerable. What is it that we are when we are vulnerable? We are revealing. We are sensitive. We are able to be noticed, including by ourselves. That love is this teacher. And if love holds no grievances, and love created you like itself, then fundamentally, you are not destined to have an experience of grievances. That being love has no grievances. That is what unconditional love is. You've done what? Wow. I love you. And whatever that story is that we, believing that we are sinners, have been telling ourselves about our shame and the unforgivable, or whatever is on your mind or heart, however you're seeing your version of fear. Well, love is simply here to show you something greater than you've ever allowed yourself to see. Love. And when you know it, even briefly, it becomes some North Star, some guiding light to say, what was that? How do I do that from here? Of course, the answer naturally shows up. It'll show up in the thing that you don't want to feel the most or don't want to face the most. Why? This is your old way of being, screaming, hoping that its one tool, fear, will be able to still work. If I could just get louder. He's starting to notice something. Scream louder. Let's make it more hellish in here. All we need is for him to be afraid enough to believe that he's going to find safety in fear. But we never will, because love holds no grievances. So what it is that has made you, what it is that I guess we're moving closer towards, whatever this non-bodily thing is that we can feel, that we're learning about, whatever that is, it doesn't have grievances. It fundamentally is something greater than we've ever allowed ourselves to believe in or experience. That is what it is to be in love, is to not hold grievances. And if you are in love, something beautiful about trust is created. This person loves you. If you love this person, and you guys are both doing everything you can to notice and feel as much fullness and love as you possibly can, constantly waking up to yourselves until you notice that there's something else going on here. If this person loves you and you love them, you have a great opportunity to release into natural, ever-flowing forgiveness. And if you are undoing and letting these things go and inviting the other person to be more and more and more of themselves and to express themselves and to trust them to do so lovingly, that this becomes the sets of synapses or whatever that are firing and wiring, and it becomes habitual, involuntary, natural. You are entering into some timelessness, transcending normal laws because you are becoming lighter and you're experiencing it possibly with someone else. That sounds like love. That love holds no grievances. That love is fundamentally what you are, even if you haven't known it. You could say, no, not for me. But do you know what that foundational love would say when you brought that to it? You couldn't possibly be mean me too, right? I think of myself like this. And what would the unconditional love say? It would say, I love you. I love you. Everything is already forgiven. That's not permission to go out and be an asshole. It's just that we haven't known. We haven't really allowed ourselves to dissolve and feel what unconditional love might be like. We can say what it is, but to feel it must be entirely different. You have to imagine that unconditional love would feel like absolute, not insistence, already completion of absolute, entire, whole forgiveness. It would mean letting everything that has ever been go. It would be the definition, I imagine, there of true vision, aligned with love, as what you are, just simply is to see yourself as the light of the world. If we're saying, not me, it's not what I am, it's not what my parents were, it's not what this story is, it's not how I feel about this thing that was done to me. All of that is highlighting that we are not aware in depth with personal knowingness what unconditional love is, because it is greater, more foundationally true than any idea of love we have allowed ourselves to feel. And yet, that is what you are. I will accept your arguments, but please, they will never be resolved as long as it is that you are existing. That you are, I mean consciously, beyond your body. If you are ever at all, if you ever simply are, I will challenge you and myself to consider at least that what it is you are is unconditional. Unconditional love. That you are simply infinite peace. And if you don't believe it, I'm willing to accept it for you. Love holds no grievances. Grievances are completely alien to love. Grievances attack love and keep its light obscure. If I hold grievances, I am attacking love and therefore attacking myself. Myself thus becomes alien to me. I am determined not to attack myself today so that I can remember who I am. Okay. Love holds no grievances. So any announcement on our part to act without grievances, to turn off our attack thoughts, is a loving idea. Okay. We want to know who we are. I'm telling you what it is. You are unconditional love, the wavelength of love. You are the consciousness of love, created by love, offered the infinite, and ideas beyond this physical life. That's who you are. And from there, you are the light of the world. You are the world. It's okay if it's breaking our brains. You are your mind. You are not a body fundamentally. And if you choose to be a body fundamentally, well, then you must, unless you can accept it, which is a very interesting thing for a body to do. If you are only a body, everything is a random dice roll to you all the time. And just because you believe you're building up some hoard for catastrophe, it doesn't mean you'd even be able to access it. That what you are as a body could be lights out at any moment. If you are only physical, you are a victim to anything that could happen around you. You wouldn't allow yourself to simply notice that you have feelings or that you are in some kind of control. You won't need to be, of course, but you have ownership, sovereignty over deciding, does this feel right? But if you are in the realm of feeling, you are already beyond your body. I assure you, you are not only a body. And I would imagine that we have not been giving ourselves enough credit to explore inner space, to notice that it is all space. Because, of course, your consciousness is not in your body. You are more than a body. That is who you are. Today, you are determined to know who you are. So you will not attack yourself lest you be creating grievances. You are attacking and being attacked. That does not sound loving. So today, we will not attack ourselves. We will not invite these attack thoughts. Even though this idea of who we are, ourself, is alien to us. Unconditional love, but if the next word out of your mouth is but, we're missing the unconditional part. And it's okay. How do we calculate with infinity truly? It's difficult to picture. I imagine it is something to feel. So we have allowed ourselves to become alien. We are separate, one of the separate ones. We are separate from God. We are separate from seeing all things through our holiness. We are separate from feeling our unconditional state. Love. Noticing this light in ourselves and everywhere around us. I don't know what that looks like yet. I think I'm still tripping out that it's supposed to be looking like anything. We keep talking about light. I expect to see it the only way that I know how to see, so I'm relaxing my physical vision, but I'm still here physically seeing. Am I really supposed to see light in everything? The book was saying if you're close, you would see it around the edges of everything. My dog on that piece of furniture, do they both have light? I don't know. I'm not asking for you to tell me an answer. I'm just announcing. I don't know what this is supposed to look like. But this would be the example of us being separate from ourselves. We are still believing internal, external. And so be it. Feels normal to do so. But as being separate, we may be in attack with ourselves fundamentally because we are not seeing all things as us, as everything that God has created adds up to be God. If you are holding on to grievances, you are attacking love. Love creates you. You say, no, I'm mad about something. Love is unconditional and says, okay, go ahead, please feel what that would be like. I'm right here. You're fully supported. You cannot suffer, but if you'd like to know what that feels like, please. It's the unconditional offering. It's the infinite. It is God. It is what you are. That is why you are always able to notice love again. It's not turned off to you, even if whatever it is that you're giving allegiance to, this host, this entity, this idea, this fear, is controlling you. You believe so long as you are controlled in your mind whatsoever. But it is desperately attempting you not to get to notice love, and therefore expressing only what it knows, fear or rage or sadness, whatever it is that you are captured by, whatever it is that you agree to be captured by. All it does is turn the volume knob up on exactly what it is. You start to see love and it screams, and you identify with it and you say, no, not that. I imagine that you are doing this somewhere, or I'm projecting myself. I must be doing it somewhere. My creator did not create this as I see it, though. Let me not see an illusion of myself in this. Love created me like itself. Love holds no grievances. They are completely alien to love. Therefore, if you are identifying with your grievances and attacks, you believe you are in opposition of the unconditional, of unconditional love, which is simply here all the time. It is unconditional. Please feel your grievances. I'm right here. These specific forms for applying this idea would be helpful. This is no justification for denying myself. You're upset. Something acute or something lingering. You notice it, and you dare say, this is no justification for denying myself. Love created me like itself after all. So this, whatever I'm feeling, justification, creates the victim. It allows it to be. In a world of victims and perpetrators, truly someone who is abusing someone else, how could we stand for that? We want justice. This victim needs some kind of reparation. What is that saying? this person from their conscious point of view. Not that they couldn't be entitled to some kind of reparation within the physical realm, but whoever it is that they are, if they bind themselves to that reparation, what will that really offer them? You make a ton of money in a settlement, but you've been scarred in your heart. How will that fix it? Genuinely. You lost a child and you get a settlement. I would imagine there's a void there. And we can't spend our way to happiness. It is an illusion. It will go away, that resource. So once it's gone, we will need something to continue to persist, to notice and actually feel happiness. We will have to discover ourselves eventually. That no matter what has befallen you, if you are looking for some kind of justice, you are firmly planting yourself into a realm that requires there to be victims who maintain a victim mindset, who live below that trauma, who live below that diagnosis, who fundamentally need something else to save them externally, that justice, that settlement, that medication. These all may be helpful in providing some ease. Of course they would. We're entitled to them, we believe. We've been wronged, and we need everyone else to see it, aka if we provide our allegiance to that idea only, we are trapped. Our story is that we were victimized. Our story is that there is no salvation for us within. We must have something from outside of us. No. Love created you like itself. It's right here with you the whole time. And you have the opportunity to accept it. It's okay if we don't understand. We'll just do a little bit at a time. We might even say, I will not use this to attack love. Let this not tempt me to attack myself. We have announced that we are determined not to attack ourselves today so that we can remember who we are. Love holds no grievances. Set your grievances aside for this practice. You either see or you do not. The unconditional love doesn't have an asterisk at the end. Okay, what? I'm unconditional except for this one thing. It sounds silly, but yet we apply it to ourselves and it seems impossible to understand. So we can understand that the unconditional love would not have conditions for, he hit me. Okay, well, that I'm not forgiving. I don't love you anymore. That there is some other entire world, some other entire being where unconditional love is so overwhelmingly full, immersive, abundant, that it is literally all things. It's in that realm of which you are that the binding of ourselves to our traumas in the past has no foothold. It simply disappears. It is meaningless in this world. So, do you want to be bound to your grievance? Or do you want to be infinitely curious about unconditional love? Today, please meditate on two ideas. Love created me like itself. And that same love. Love holds no grievances. I am Kesten Rono. And thank you for being here, gifting us both the opportunity to reflect. Thank you for listening. And thank you for listening to yourself. I'll see you tomorrow for day 85. Be well.